And now it is my pleasure to continue a graduation tradition that began last year as we welcome Eric Barvin to give a message to this class. Eric is a graduate from Shlenker in 1996. He is our second alumni to be able to come speak to our graduates. After Shlenker, he attended Emory Weiner and Audie International School and then graduated from Emory University with a degree in International Studies and Economics in 2007. Throughout college, Eric played on the Emory University basketball team, and he started his career in real estate finance, working at Cap Market Finance. And in 2009, Eric founded the Barvin Group, a multifamily investment firm. And today, the firm owns apartment communities in Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. And Eric and his wife have 2 children. They live here in Houston. They're members of Beth Israel and have their first child, Benjamin, a young toddler. And Marcella's only 8 weeks old. She's not here yet. Eric will receive the Young Leadership Award through the Jewish Federation at their annual meeting in June. And that award, established in 1964, it's actually the Beta Ruth and Adolf Sussholtz and Ben Sussholtz Young Leadership Award, and it's given to a man who is actively involved in Jewish community and has a future in leadership potential. So boys and girls, this is someone who sat up here just like you and now is doing all these fabulous things. So welcome, Eric, to be our speaker this morning.
Sorry, just a little higher. Congratulations, guys. It's wonderful. You can relax. I think that there's no more class. This is it? Summer break after this? Wonderful. My name is Eric Barvin, and I also graduated, like Ricky said, from this. I also graduated from Shlenker over 20 years ago, and today I have a child in Shlenker, which is incredible. If you think about it, because 20 years from now, you might be speaking, hopefully not to my kids, they should be gone by then, but someone else's kids. I was thinking what to tell you today that would actually stick with you in your mind, that wouldn't be something that you're like, oh, well, this guy, I forgot what he said, and I want to go back on my Android games or Apple games or whatever. I was a very poor student when I was your age. I went to the principal's office almost every day when I was in 5th grade. And I remember one moment particularly where I worked really hard, I had all these chores, and I purchased a beeper. Do y'all know what a beeper is? So a beeper is like before there were cell phones, there were beepers. So a beeper would be, you would go on a regular phone and type in a number, and then you would type in your number, and that person would call you back. And it was like a really cool thing to have, but 5th graders didn't really have it, but I worked hard, and my parents let me get it. And so I took it to school, and all the kids were like, oh, that's so cool, he has a beeper. And then one of the kids, as always happens, told the teacher, and the teacher was like, you can't have a beeper. And so I got in trouble. And they took away the beeper. The point of the story is that the teacher told my mom, she said, look, Eric is going to be a mature kid one day, but he just has to grow into it. He's not mature today, but you need to give him that space to mature. So hopefully, and I want to talk about 3 points today that hopefully will set you on pace. I can't see some of the people over there, but you guys got to pay attention. Hello? You can look over here. So 3 points today that are really going to be hopefully the fundamental for going into middle school, because you're going to go through a transition. The 3 points I want to talk about are self-confidence, peer pressure, and being Jewish, okay? So when I was in 5th grade, like I said, I was not a very good student, and I had one passion, which was basketball. I wanted to be a basketball player. But I wasn't very good at basketball. I was a little bit taller than everybody. I wasn't this tall, as you can imagine. No one's this tall in 5th grade. And I was not even close to being the best basketball player amongst my friends. But I worked really hard, and I believed in myself. And I ended up doing really well in basketball and playing in college. My point to that is, you can, at this point in your life, you can be great at anything. There's no one, if you say, hey, I want to be a scientist, and you were a poor scientist in elementary school, work really hard, you will be a scientist. Because you're at such an early stage of your life that you can learn anything. It's a lot harder to learn as you get older. And so take this time and find what drives you and focus on it and invest the time to get good at it, because you will be rewarded for that. The second thing I want to talk about is peer pressure. You all have a great education. It was beautiful to hear you sing. It was beautiful that you're at Shlenker. Your parents are supportive. You were raised differently. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but in a positive way. You are very fortunate to be here today, whether you realize it or not. There's a lot of kids who are less fortunate. And you will be exposed to those kids, whether you go to Emory Wiener or another private school or public school. You're going to be exposed to people from different backgrounds than you have. And it's very important that you stay to your moral code and the code that you've learned here at Shlenker. Because if you try to follow what your friends do at the next middle school or high school, it could take you down a destructive path. And you want to surround yourself with like-minded people who are going to help you, who elevate you, and who are going to make you into a better person. And so my wife wanted to talk about how it's not important to have like boyfriends, girlfriends at middle school, which I would agree with. But the bigger thing is find a release. So find a way when you are stressed because your friend did something to you, or you have homework, or you have finals or midterms, to take a step back and like release your energy in a productive manner. You know, for me, at the time, it was sports. So I was big into sports, and I would just work out every day or play basketball every day, even if I was not very good at it. But for other people, it's different. It could be whatever your interests are. One thing that I use today that I would recommend to you, since you're younger, is to meditate. And to take some time, I don't know if they talk about this in elementary school, but to take some time and meditate and breathe for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, close your eyes, and it clears your head. And I think that if you do that, it might be helpful. Sorry to be, I don't want to lecture, but I'm just trying to help you guys. I wish someone told me some of this stuff when I was your age. The last thing I want to talk about is being Jewish. It's beautiful that your parents and your grandparents provided you with the Jewish education. I'm providing my son, my wife and I, with my children with Jewish educations. And I hope that you really will continue the Jewish education. And that just because some of you will continue going to Jewish school, some of you will transition to non-Jewish school or secular school, but continue being Jewish. Being Jewish means that you have a community. You have people who care about you. You have people who are there for you. And it's very important to foster that. And so I would encourage you to tap into that and understand, you know, what being Jewish means to you, to continue learning, learn Hebrew. I think you have some Hebrew classes in Shlenker. And go to Israel. If you haven't been to Israel, go to Israel. Spend some time in Israel. Really embrace being Jewish, because it's a beautiful thing. And then eventually one day have Jewish kids and Jewish grandkids, but not anytime soon. So, in summary, you have a lot of things being thrown at you. Don't ever force yourself into something. Think about your actions before you make them. Don't worry about the little minutia in life. Think big picture and strive to be great every day, because each of you is capable of being great every day. And I hope that when I come here 20 years from now, one of you will be speaking to my kids or my kids' kids or something and talking about how your values, your Jewish values at Shlenker help shape your life. So thank you so much for having me, and I hope this was helpful, and wish you have a good summer, and congratulations. Thank you.
of people wonder who makes these sidors and why they have different themes every year. Well, I'm here to tell you. Every year, the 5th graders choose from a number of themes that the teachers give us. The one that the 2018 5th grade class chose was Hinima Tov Umanayim Shivachim Gam Yachad, which means how good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to live together in harmony. Each 5th grader wrote personal prayers for the sidors and chose our favorite to be included. We could write about themes that were important to us, like love, family, or freedom, and you will hear some of the prayers read out loud today. Each 5th grader also drew a picture to go with the theme. We knew one of the drawings would be on the cover, so this is one of the moments that we had to be really focused. Also, these pictures, like our reflections, were going to be part of the AC door that will be used for the services for next year and impact the next generation of students. We are finally going to leave our legacies at the Shlenker School. A lot of people say, don't judge a book by its cover, but in this case, I guess it's don't judge a CD only by its cover. Take some time to look through all of our prayers and drawings. We hope you like it. And now you know how much work and love went into creating it.
God, thank you for solving my problems. Thank you for letting me pray to you when I'm feeling that life is tough. Thank you for letting me be happy and feel good and excited about everything I'm doing. Thank you for helping me to become a better person and friend. Thank you for being my inspiration for everything I'm doing. Thank you for helping me to be kind.
God makes our future, forgets our past. God helps me. God helps you. God helps us. Struggles, peace, hope, prayers, happiness, being healthy. God helps all of us. The one and only God.
God, you help me through the hard, the bad, and the sad times. But you always help me find happiness, guiding me down the path to happiness. You give me love, faith, family, and friends. You also guide us toward being good people. You help us when we are alone, when we are stuck, when we are proud. So I thank you for what you have done for everyone.
Joy. Joy can be fleeting, like a summer day on the beach. Joy can be a blindfold, blinding you to the world outside of your delight. But joy can be blissful, like a Sunday with those you love. Joy can be a haven, like an island where worries and cares evaporate. Joy can be a thrill, like a roller coaster ride. Joy can be a pair of glasses, showing you a new side of life. Joy is, and I quote, an infallible sign of God's presence. Joy is the thing that God gifted to us, the thing that makes life worth living. Joy.
In the future, God will help me when I'm in trouble. In the future, God will help me choose one of the paths. In the future, God will help me choose right from wrong. I will be different in the future.
Please turn to page 31 for our opening prayer, Ma Tovu.
Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Israel. Vani berov chastecha avo beitecha eshtachavei elechol kodshecha Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu
turn to page 33 and rise for the Baruch Hu.
Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uvarei choshech, osei shalom uvarei et hakol. We praise you, eternal God, ruler of the universe, who makes light and creates darkness, who makes peace and creates all things. You give light to the earth and to everyone who lives there. You are good and merciful to us, and you make the world new for us every day. Together. How wonderful is your work, O God! You made the world with wisdom, and the earth is filled with all your creatures.
We praise you for your wonderful world and the great lights which you made.
Shine a new light on Zion, and may we all be worthy of its light. We praise you, eternal God, creator of heavenly lights. Baruch atah Adonai, yotzer hamevoret.
Please turn to page 34, V'ahava Rabbah. Ahava Rabbah, Ahavtanu Adonai Eloheinu, Hamla Gadola Vitera, Hamalta Aleinu. You have loved us deeply, God, and you have treated us with great kindness. You taught our ancestors who trusted you and believed in you. Teach us the laws of life too. Help us to learn, understand, hear, teach, observe, and do all your commandments with love. Together, let our eyes shine because of your Torah, and let our hearts hold tight to your mitzvot. You have chosen us and brought us near to you, so we might thank you and let everyone know that you are one, the loving God. We praise you, eternal God, who chooses Israel with love. Baruch atah Adonai, haboher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Please turn to page 35 for the Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Please be seated. Please turn to page 36 for the Ve'ahavta. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווה היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברתם בהם, ושיתך ביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשופך ובקומך, ושרתם להיות הידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, ובטחתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים אלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיהם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות להם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיהם.
Please turn to page 37 to sing Mi Chamocha.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nehidor b'kodesh, nora tehilot osei feleh, nora tehilot osei feleh. Yai 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 yai
Please turn to page 38 and rise for Hatzafilah.
Adonai sefatitita ufi agitehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Haste Ava v'Imacho, Umivigula Livnei V'nei Ha'em, Lema'an Shema'o Ve'achava, Mele Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magein, Baruch atah Adonai, Magein Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei Hakol, Atah Ra'av Le'choshia, Mechalchel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayei Hakol Berachamim Rabbiim, Somech Noflim Verofech Holiim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Mi Chamocha Ba'al Givro, Umido Mela'a, Melememit Mahayei, Umatzmiach Yeshua'a, Ne'eman Atah L'Hayotako, Baruch Atah Adonai,
מחיי הכל.
Please continue with the English on the top of page 39. You are forever mighty, O God. You give life to all. Your power saves us. With loving kindness, you help people thrive. With great mercy, you give life to all. You hold us up if we are falling. You heal us if we are sick. You help us be free, and you always keep faith in us. Together, who is like you, O powerful God, and who resembles you, O ruler, who gives life and death, and who brings salvation. You have faith in us and give us life. We praise you, eternal God, who gives life to all. Please turn to page 40 for the Kiddushah.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב היה נביאך, וקרא זה ויאמר, קדוש קדוש קדוש, אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ, כבודו, לעומתם ברוך יאמרו, ברוך כבוד אדוני במקומו. ודברי קודשך כתוב לאמור, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה, לדור ודור נגיד גאונך, ולנצח נצח יקדושך נקדיש, ושבחך לאלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please continue responsively with the English in the middle of page 40. All beings recount your praise. Praise be the glory of God in heaven and earth, and this is your sacred word. The Eternal One will reign forever, your God, O Zion, from generation to generation. Hallelujah. To all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. We praise you, the Holy God.
Please be seated. We continue now with silent prayer.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen.
Shlenker is a happy, welcoming, and beautiful place. My time at Shlenker has helped me become a better student and show me the true meaning of friendship. Shlenker has taught me to be brave and to believe in myself. I conquered the monkey bars when I was in first grade and the ropes course at Camp Allen as a fifth grader. The support and encouragement from my peers and teachers has given me the confidence to speak and perform in front of large groups of people. I'll never forget when Mrs. Kenyon and Mrs. Comas dressed up like Egyptians for the Passover puppet show, and I'll never forget my friends.
Shlenker is enchanting, friendly, and encouraging. Shlenker has taught me to be kind to others and always stand up for what is right. I spent the majority of my life here, learning, growing, and making memories. I'll always remember getting to school early for safety patrol and greeting everyone with a smile, leading Good Morning Shlenker and the mini dance party we had in Mr. Blanton's class. I'd like to thank the entire Shlenker community for creating a culture of kindness, warmth, and motivation. I have no doubt that my time at Shlenker has prepared me to face any challenge that lies ahead.
Shlenker is a vibrant and joyful community. My time at Shlenker has taught me that everyone is created in God's image, and we all have the ability to make a difference in the world. I've learned to treat others the way I want to be treated, and to go out of my way to make people smile. When I look back on my time at Shlenker, I think about my mom coming to pick me up after school when I was in pre-K 3. I would run into her arms so that I could tell her about my day. I'll never forget how much fun we had at Camp Allen, the Gibborim Shalanu project, and of course, the musical. The best part about Shlenker is how warm and welcoming everyone is.
Shlenker is love, family, and friends. I basically grown up in Shlenker. I've been here since kindergarten and learned everything I need to know here. This is my second home. Shlenker has helped me grow as a person, both socially and spiritually. Going to Shabbat and Torah service every week has shaped who I am today. My time at Shlenker has been filled with laughter. Our class has so many inside jokes. From Tyrone and Shaniqua, Miss Star's kindergarten best friends who showed up in our math book, carpenters who clean carpets, the legend of Bobby Earl, and so many more.
Shlenker is unique, inspiring, and magical. I remember my kindergarten year. I used to clutch onto my mother's leg whenever we went somewhere. I was very shy, and I never spoke up in class even when I knew the answer. I am not exactly sure when things changed, but they did. Just ask my teachers. They always believed I had it in me to thrive. I found myself walking down the halls greeting every staff member by name. My parents were shocked. I no longer needed their hand. I would race off to greet my friends at every school event. I truly believe no other school could have nurtured and embraced me in this way and enabled me to learn, grow, and make friends. Most of all, Shlenker taught me to believe in myself. Shlenker truly ignited a spark inside of me that I will carry throughout my life.
We turn now to page 49 as we continue with Seder Kriyat HaTorah, the service for the reading of Torah. Please rise.
Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed, al haTorah v'al ha'avodah, v'al gemilut chasadim, al haTorah v'al ha'avodah, v'al gemilut chasadim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim. שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד, על שלושה דברים. כי מציון תצא תורה, כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני מירושלים. ברוך שנתן תורה, תורה, ברוך שנתן תורה, תורה, לעמו ישראל בקדושתו. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד, אחד אלוהינו, גדול אדוננו, קדוש שמו. גדלו לאדוני איתי, ונרוממה שמו יחדיו. לך אדוני הגדולה והגבורה והתפארת והנצח וההוד, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, לך אדוני המלאכה והעמיד נעשה לכל ראש.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן.
וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל אהרון ואל בניו לאמור, כה תברכו את בני ישראל, אמור לכם. יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך. יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. ושמו את שמי על בני ישראל, ואני אברכם.
ויהי ביום כלות משה להקים את המשכן, וימשך אותו ויקדש אותו ואת כל כליו ואת המזבח ואת כל כליו, וימשכם ויקדש אותם. ויקריבו נשיאי ישראל ראשי בית אבותם, הם נשיאי המטות, הם העומדים על הפקודים.
ויביאו את קורבנם לפני אדוני, 6 עגלות צב ו12 בקר עגלה, על 2 הנשיאים ושור לאחד, ויקריבו אותם לפני המשכן. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, קח מאיתם והיו לעבוד את עבודת אוהל מועד, ונתת אותם אל הלוויים, איש כפי עבודתו.
ויקח משה את הגלות ואת הבקר,
Vayitin otam el haleviim. Et shetei ha'agalot. Ve'et arbat habakar natan livnei Gershon. Kafi avodatam. Ve'et arba hagalot. Ve'et shmonat habakar natan livnei Merari. Kafi avodatam beyad Itamar ben Aharon hakohen. Ve'livnei kahat lo natan ki avodat hakodesh alehem ba'katef Yisrael.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נתן בתוכנו ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
The Eternal spoke to Moses, "Speak unto Aaron and his sons, thus shall you bless the people of Israel. Say to them, the Eternal bless you and protect you. The Eternal deal kindly and graciously with you. The Eternal bestow God's favor upon you and grant you peace. Thus they shall link my name with the people of Israel, and I will bless them."
On the day that Moses finished setting up the tabernacle, he anointed and consecrated it and all of its furnishings, as well as the altar and its utensils. When he had anointed and consecrated them, the chieftains of Israel, the heads of ancestral houses, namely, the chieftains of the tribes, those who were in charge of enrollment, drew near.
They brought their offering before the Eternal, 6 carts and 12 oxen, a cart for every 2 chieftains and an ox for each one. When they had brought them before the tabernacle, the Eternal said to Moses, "Accept these from them for use in the service of the tent of meeting, and give them to the Levites according to their respective services."
Moses took the carts and the oxen and gave them to the Levites. 2 carts and 4 oxen he gave to the Gershonites, as required for their service. And 4 carts and 8 oxen he gave to the Merarites, as required for their service, under the direction of Ithamar, son of Aaron the priest. But to the Kohathites he did not give any, since theirs was by the service of the most sacred objects. Their porturage was by shoulder. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Naso. Naso literally translates to take a census or to lift up. To take a census means to count the number of people in a group and possibly smaller groups within the larger group. In this Torah portion, God tells Moses to count the number of Levite men between the ages of 30 and 50 because they were the ones who would transport the Mishkan, the tabernacle, from place to place. Parsha Naso is also the longest portion in the whole Torah. But don't worry, this won't be the longest sermon of the year. Today, Ellie and I will mainly be talking about chapters 6 and 7, where we read from earlier. In these 2 chapters of the Torah, not only do the Jewish people finally finish building the Mishkan, but at this time, the Jews start to sanctify it by making sacrifices and bringing gifts. So, what is the Mishkan? After Moses received the Torah at Mount Sinai, God asked Moses if he could have the Jewish people build him this Mishkan, a portable temple, so that he could live with them. God said, quote, "And they shall make me a holy place, and I shall dwell among them," unquote. It is interesting that God tells Moses he would like to live among them, not live above them just to watch over the Jewish people. For me, this is a very important statement that God tells Moses. The fact that God wants the Jews to build him the Mishkan makes the Jewish people feel honored. Not only do the Jews not want to let God down, but they also want a place to be in God's presence. The Jews felt special because God wanted to dwell among them, not just watch over them. To build this Mishkan, the Jews would bring only their finest of items and make big sacrifices. The roof was a tapestry with linen and red, blue, and purple wool. The walls of the temple were made of thick wooden beams directly beside each other on 3 of the 4 sides. On the 4th side was a curtain. The Jewish people tried to make the Mishkan the absolute best it could be, and it was a success. Since some suggest that the Mishkan actually represented the path to correct religious behavior, today, synagogues, families, and even Jewish communities try to use the Mishkan as a model for how they may create the world around them. What I mean by this is that some use the Mishkan as a guide because they believe that if you honor God through your actions, God will watch over you and protect you. Other people think that if you are a Jewish person, as soon as you are born, God is watching over you and making sure that you are safe. But this may not be true. In order for God to watch over you and protect you, you have to follow proper Jewish behavior. For example, you must follow all the commandments, do mitzvot, and more. It's a two-way street. If you respect God, God will respect you. So this Mishkan is used as an example today because it is used as a reminder to do what is right and follow the laws of the Torah. Some commentators say that the inside of the Mishkan was not exactly like the outside of it. These people say that the Jews tried to create the inside of the Mishkan so that it could look like their environment and the world around them. Other interpreters say that the inside of the Mishkan was like the outside, meaning the Jews still made these big offerings toward God in the inside of this holy portable temple.
In Nassau, God promises to live among the Jewish people if they build him a home or the Mishkan on earth. How many of you feel close to your home or have something special at home? In this case, God is asking to have a Mishkan be built for him so he can have a special place to stay for himself, like your home, so he can do things for us. If you built a house for someone, you would be in their debt. God is in this deal. The Jewish people built the Mishkan, now God will help them. To me, Mishkan can be considered a figurative home, especially in our modern world filled with unending technology at our fingertips. We build Mishkan when we take a break from our smartphones. We create a metaphorical space for God when we take a pause on the internet. This is not to say we need to get rid of technology, but create space, a figurative home for Hashem in our minds and hearts. When we allow stress to run our lives, we are living from our egos and literally edging God out. For us to have a relationship with God, we need to build one, creating space and time to slow down and recharge our spiritual batteries. Have any of you worked really hard on something and gotten better grades or a prize? In the Torah, it talks about something similar to that. It says, accept these from them for use in the service of the tent of meeting and give them to the Levites according to their respective services. God is telling Moses to give the Jewish people more sacrifices based on their works, that each person will get to give what they have earned through work. In my own life, sacrifice looks like helping Mr. Phillips out or studying for a test when I'd rather be doing something else. It's focusing on the greater good, which isn't always immediately rewarded. It's doing what feels good even when no one's looking. When I think of sacrificing for greater rewards, I think of my parents and teachers, the ones who go out of their way each day to ensure I am, in equal parts, challenged and nurtured. Often these adults will go without sleep or food to make sure us kids are on track. The portion of Nassau talks about all these things and more. We've just highlighted some of them, such as how God ordered Moses to give each man the honor to sacrifice things to God according to their work, how important the Mishkan was to the Jewish people and God, how the Jewish people saw the Mishkan as a reflection of their surroundings. We encourage you to talk about this later, just give it a thought. Shalom.
Hallelujah, Shem Adonai, Ki Niskav, Shemo Levado. Let us praise the name of God, for God's name alone is exalted.
Yitzchayim hila machazikim ba v'tomechea Miyushar Yitzchayim hila machazikim ba v'tomechea Miyushar Shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom.
We turn to page 53 as we continue with our prayer of adoration, Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'atei gedula liotzer b'reishit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishmechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol harmonam, va'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please remain standing. We turn to page 54, and as we do, we call to heart and to mind all of our loved ones who have departed this earth and gone on to the peace of life eternal. In each of their honor and their memory, we join together now in the words of Kaddish. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, v'yalman divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam omei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei kudusha b'richu leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata da'amiran b'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'romav Huyaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who makes peace on high help each of us to know peace here on earth, as together we all say, amen. Please be seated.
Boker Tov, everyone, and Boker Tov to our fifth graders. What a joy this morning has been. As one of the rabbis on the team, including Rabbi Scott, Rabbi Foster, cantor trumpeter, we are delighted by what we've heard and by what we've seen. We've heard beautiful prayers spoken in English. We've heard beautiful interpretations of prayers which really plumb the depth of your hearts and souls as they continue to grow and emerge. We've also heard beautiful Hebrew spoken and sung in ways that we wouldn't expect until you were at least 12 and a half or 13. Such beautiful skills, such beautiful gifts that each of you has brought to us this morning. And from the Torah portion in Bamidbar, we really appreciate your Devar Torahs that you helped us learn from. Because in truth, a Mishkan guides us. That Mishkan might be reflected in the role of the synagogue. It might also be reflected in the role of the Shlenker School. It's our institution. It's the one we stand behind and in front of and all around. And within it we find all that we need. Beautiful lessons, wonderful traditions and culture, magnificent teachers who inspire us and deepen our understanding. What's more, each of us is connected to it in a very significant way. The truth is that the book of Numbers means Bamidbar, in the wilderness. But there's nowhere in the book of wilderness, in the book of Numbers, where it says that any of us traveled alone. We were always counted. We were always a group. We were always a school of learners and followers of God and Torah and the Israelite people, the Jewish people. So as I look at each of you, and as your family and friends gaze upon you too with awe and wonder, we really see a group of people that has been walking together, learning together, playing together, and really most importantly, supporting each other in remarkable ways. We see it in the way you've conducted yourself today. I was so impressed by your cues, by your turning left and right, by your reading with commitment and dignity. You really brought an offering to God today through your prayers that brings you closer to all that we wanted you to cherish in your Jewish education. Boys and girls, I heard in the Devar Torah today the word sacrifice. It does mean to give something up of yourself as you give to others, but the Hebrew word for sacrifice is korban, and at the root of that word is karov, and karov means to draw close. So actually, as we bring something to God, as we bring something to others by way of a mitzvah, maybe we're giving something up of ourselves, but in effect, we're drawing ourselves closer to God and closer to others. Because in truth, we will not walk alone as we enter middle school or high school or college or in all the places that Eric Barvin shared with us earlier this morning. We always grow together. In Judaism, we don't live in isolation. We live in community. Shlenker School has been a wonderful community for you. So boys and girls, as you go forward today after you receive your diplomas of graduation, remember, you are part of a marvelous, rich, Jewish community filled with culture, heritage, language, food, and many other special things, including the memories that you've built and created at the Shlenker School. Walk together, walk with us. You will never be alone, and always in God's presence, and the Mishkan that we build to represent all of God's goodness on earth, in synagogues, in schools, in deeds. We will always find everything that we need and everything that you need too. May it be life and goodness, learning, depth, inspiration, and as Eric suggested, one day, you will be back here too. I know you will. You'll be teachers. Maybe you'll be rabbis or cantors. Or maybe you'll just be a proud alumnus of the Shlenker School to bring back what you have done and to remind others that we never walk alone. We always enter our wilderness in the future, surrounded by those who love us, who need us, and grant us everything we may ever need. We need you, and I'm glad that you have needed us all these years. So fifth graders, and to parents and grandparents and friends, Mazal Tov, Mazel Tov, congratulations. May you go truly, Mechayel L'chayel. May you go from strength to strength. Congratulations.
Shlenker graduates. Thank you. Let's hear it again. Who are the Shlenker graduates? All right. Well, you know, my name is P.T. Barnum. Mrs. Comas told me that you were graduating today, and I asked if I could come share a few words with you too, and she agreed. So, I believe 1,000,000 dreams for the world you are going to make. You know a person's station, who they are in life, is limited only to imagination. And I know all of you have imagination. As you go forward to middle school, and you've heard from many people some of the same things because we all went through middle school and beyond, keep your eyes wide open because everything you ever want, everything you ever need is right in front of you. But it's up to you to reach out and use it to your advantage. Curiosity, creativity, courage, these are some of the attributes that I've seen in you, and they will continue to help you go far as long as you don't give up. You may fail once or twice. We all have times that we fail in something you do, but if you believe in yourself, as many of you have said or indicated today, you will continue trying. And with hard work and belief in yourself, you are sure to succeed. The other thing I like about who I am is when I started the circus, I brought in people that were not looking like everybody else, right? They were hidden behind closets, in closets. Their parents didn't treat them well. And they were very, very sad. But we got to know them. And we learned that they were wonderful people who by chance were born with physical differences. Sometimes there are physical differences, sometimes there are mental differences, but what I know is that even as you go to middle school, some of your classmates may look different or be different from you, and perhaps you are strong enough to help them become accepted at your school or on a team. Because those people have very real feelings, just like you do. As graduates of the Shlenker School, I hope you will dream with your eyes wide open and allowing you to see ideas that others haven't seen yet. Embrace many different kinds of people and imagine what you can do to make this a better world. Whether in your education or your friendships or the choices you make or don't make sometimes, are at a place of your decisions depend on your effort and your good judgment. Next year, you will go to a different school, you'll be taller, you'll keep old friendships and develop new lasting relationships. You'll study new subjects that may be difficult, and the one thing you can count on is your family. Trust your family. They will always be there to help you and support you like no one else. So I want to thank you for letting me share some of my story and encourage you to always let your heart be part of your decision making and to be resilient when you face challenges. Remember, the noblest art is that of making others happy. And now, Ms. Comas actually wanted to say a few words too, so I'm asking her to come out. And so, graduates, for me, and I do thank Mr. Showman for coming today, you began this year with a major event in our city. We all spent the first week of school at home as Hurricane Harvey swept through our community and our homes. You and your families have had to be resilient in the face of this adversity, and you stepped up to help neighbors and friends in their time of need. When you returned to school after being away for a week, many students came to Shlenker from Bertha Alice and Beth Yeshurun, and you truly found out what it meant to share everything with other people. You lived mitzvot every day, and I am so proud of the way that you stepped up to do that. Never complained. Even the parents didn't complain that the carpool was so crowded, so thank you for that. You buckled down and started learning immediately, and you have accomplished so much in this year. Some of your Genius Hour projects that I saw or heard about were some of the best that I've ever seen. So as you go off to your next schools, I hope you will continue to keep in touch with your classmates for many years to come. So congratulations on a job well done today. Many great things will be said about each of you in a few minutes, and you have so much of which to be proud. I wish for all of you and all of us here today that your future will be bright and filled with good health, lots of friends, lots of nachas. Congratulations, mazel tov, on your graduation today. So, at this time, we kind of segue into the graduation part of our program. And one of the things I always enjoy doing is talking about Shlenker as a 10-year program, which we always do, from young toddler, as you see with our alumni, through 5th grade. So I would like to honor the students and their families who have been at Shlenker since they were in the toddler programs. So as I call your names, graduates, please stand. These students have been with us for 9 years. Dylan Abrams, Ellie Bernstein, Daniel Gordon, Esther Gordon, Juliet Hess, Avery Joseph, Shannon Spiegel, Sophie Zimmerman, and Marie Windifer. Congratulations and thank you for being here. And they couldn't be here without the parents and grandparents who have been here all this time. So if you have been here since the beginning with these amazing students, please stand. We want to thank you and congratulate you for the time that you've spent here. Thank you. Wow, look at this. It's amazing, amazing. So now I'm going to turn the program over to Mrs. Casey Suter, who is our elementary division head, to begin the presentation of certificates.
It is my pleasure to invite Roy Phillips, 5th grade teacher, to read the names of the graduates and to recognize those students who have earned the President's Academic Achievement Award for reading, math, or both. I also invite Stephanie Burdine, Dorit Crane, David Cohen, Ricky Comas, Rabbi David Lyon, Karen Miller, Rabbi Adrian Scott, Naomi Shlenker, James Simmons, Cantor Star Trumpeter, and Debbie Wizik to join us on the bima. I guess we'll make it kind of like a long line, maybe. At this time, Mr. Phillips will call the graduates to come forward and receive their diplomas. You got your list? I think I'm right here. Yeah. I don't know, Roy. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to take these. Mm-hmm.
Go slow. All right, here we go. Sophie Kaufman. She's the kind of kid who wakes up every day wanting to make the world a better place. Whether it's safety patrol, leading Good Morning Shlenker, or collecting the berkonim after lunch, this kid's all about tikkun olam. Rachel Stanietsky. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Math and Reading, cheerful, courageous, and kind-hearted. She has an incredible work ethic in the classroom and on the soccer field. Allie Jacob. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Math and Reading, well-read, well-spoken, and sophisticated. She can process and analyze information faster than most computers. Planet Earth is lucky to have her. Daniel Gordon. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Reading, self-assured, dedicated, and super sporty. Kid's a straight-up baller and a 4-time Chop Challenge champion. Lily Feather. Introducing Lilybot, studious, scholarly, and seriously stupendous. She's read every book you've read, most of them twice. Sophia Zimmerman. Cool, easygoing, super athlete. She takes pride in everything she does and never cuts corners. Fia. Michaela Farber. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Math. Modest, patient, thoughtful, a friend for life. I don't think I've ever met someone who cares so much about the well-being of others. Juliet Hess. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Math and Reading. Gracious, selfless, courteous, and real. She leaves behind a legacy of chesed, loving kindness, a true giborah. I honestly won't be surprised if she wins the Nobel Peace Prize one day. Squad pick! Chloe Richards. A devoted dog lover, entrepreneur, and an excellent gymnast. If you can get her to start laughing, she can't stop. Jonah Carlson. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Reading. A technological wizard, proficient problem solver, and master song remixer. It's the best day ever. Jonah Miller. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Reading. A car buff, avid reader, and part-time magician. I'm telling you, this kid always seems to have an ace up his sleeve. Alyssa Roser. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Math and Reading. Artistic, imaginative, driven. She's not scared to be seen. She'll make no apologies. This is she. Ellie Bernstein. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Math. He's a living, breathing historical database. And no, Ellie, we're not covering any social studies material after the ceremony. Jacob Blumenthal. History buff, breakdancer, and expert chair balancer. He's an anime aficionado too. Hashtag Dragon Ball Z. Kame, Kame, ha! Joshua Fleshman. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Reading, superstar talent. He'll be on Broadway soon enough, so you enjoy him for free while you still can. Danny Stein. A showstopper and sports fanatic, he always comes up big on game day. I feel sorry for the quarterbacks that will be sacked by him. Tamar Chechek Katz. Gritty, generous, and gifted. We made a deal at the beginning of the year. I'd help her with English, she'd help me with Hebrew. Now she's helping me with both. Itai Freed. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Reading. He's fearless, clever, and he has a step-back jumper that will break your ankles. Just ask Mr. Simmons. Oh. Emily Williams. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Math and Reading. Works hard, plays harder. Her energy is contagious. She's the life of the party, y'all. Avery Joseph. Determined, tenacious, and always willing to stand up for what is right. Whether she runs for office or campaigns for a noble cause, she's going to make a huge difference in this world. Hashtag Go Astros. Dylan Abrams. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Math and Reading. Professional, diligent, and downright classy. She's got a proper British accent, too. Eva Umbel. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Math. Sensible, insightful, and courageous. She'll do whatever it takes for her family and friends, and that's why the odds will be ever in her favor. Esther Gordon. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Reading. Confident, charismatic, and assertive. Her commitment to excellence is truly inspiring. I'd follow her into battle any day. General Gordon, I salute you. Mireet Windifer. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Math and Reading. Responsibility, open-mindedness, honor, and integrity. Your Jedi training is complete. May the Force be with you, always. Shaden Spiegel. Professional gamer, gifted storyteller, and a great sense of humor. He lives life to the fullest and lights up every room he walks into. Carly Katz. Recipient of President's Award for Educational Excellence in Math and Reading. Illustrious, graceful, poised, presidential. She's carved a path of greatness because she sets goals, makes plans to achieve them, and goes the extra mile every time. The world is your oyster, kiddo. Massive congratulations to the 31st graduating class of the Shlenker School. Woo!
Thank you. And now it is time to present the special 5th grade awards. Students who are selected to receive these awards have maintained excellent behavior, worked hard, and achieved a special place in their class for at least 2 years. There are 5 awards, and it is my pleasure to invite James Simmons to present the first award.
The Rabbi Karf Award for Excellent Academic Achievement. This special award is being given for the 7th time this year. As most of you know, the Shlenker School was a vision of our Rabbi Emeritus, Rabbi Samuel Karf. The award was created at the Shlenker birthday celebration 7 years ago. The student who earns this award has achieved the highest grade point average for the 5th grade class. And now it is my privilege to present this award to Allie Jacob. I would like to invite Rabbi David Lyon down to present the Nancy Prizant Pikus Award.
Nancy Prizant Pikus is well known to us. She led the Jewish Studies program at the Shlenker School for so many years, and we're grateful for the very strong foundation she laid for all of us. The Nancy Prizant Pikus Award for Jewish Learning in Hebrew is awarded to the 5th grade student who has shown a devoted interest to learning about Jewish ideals, practice, and language. The student has furthermore embraced these core values and carries them into other areas of study, their relationships with others, and their personal life. The award winner of the Nancy Pikus Award has demonstrated in 3 words that seem to rise to the top for her teachers: conscientiousness, confidence, and compassion. What a delight to present this award to our very own Carly Katz.
right. So I have the privilege of giving out the Barbara Goldstein Award for Outstanding Service, which is an award that was named in honor of our former principal, mentor, and leader to so many of us, Barbara Goldstein. This award is given to a 5th grade student who demonstrates outstanding service to Shlenker and also to their fellow Shlenker classmates throughout the year. This year's recipient is described as a natural helper, someone who's able to see what needs to be done without being asked and always goes over and above to accomplish whatever the task is at hand. Whether coming to school early for safety patrol, keeping us on track and on time backstage during the musical, always helping in the classroom, noticing when a classmate is feeling down or someone is sitting alone, this student is always the first one there to offer help and support. She is kind, determined, thoughtful, and continually strives to do her best. She makes a difference, and her example encourages others to want to make a difference too. It's my pleasure to present the Barbara Goldstein Award for Outstanding Service to Sophie Kaufman. So well deserved. And now Ms. Suter will present the next award. The Ricky Comas Leadership Award has been given since 2008. The 5th grade students nominate classmates that they feel have the qualities that determine this award. Teachers and administrators vote on the nominee they feel has the greatest leadership qualities from a list developed by the students. The student that will receive this award today was described by classmates as someone that is always happy and cheers people up. The student is thoughtful, loving, and kind. This person is a role model because they are always on task and dependable when working on group projects. This student is always willing to help out classmates. This student is also known to have good judgment when making decisions. The committee and the students have selected this year's winner, and it is my honor to present this award, the Ricky Comas Leadership Award, to Rachel Stanietsky. And now, Ms. Comas will finish this.
Where'd it go? Oh, we took it off. Huh. The Hillel Award was the only award that was here when I came 20 years ago. And we've had the opportunity to add these additional awards, which I think are all so terribly important because so many children have different attributes. But the Hillel Award is given each year. There's a student who meets the high level of values and morals of Rabbi Hillel. A team of administrators and teachers meet again in the late spring, as we do with all of these awards, to help make the selection. So some of the attributes students must achieve in order to win this award are courteous, kind, respectful of peers and adults, a role model, sense of Jewish values, responsible, thoughtful, loyal, compassionate, honest, and self-confident, like perfect, you know. So what I would say is the student who won the Hillel Award this year is very well respected by her peers, teachers, and the staff. This student comes with great ideas and has excellent grades. I have the wrong paper here. She's always pumped up and cheers the team on, whether they're at the very highest mark or the lowest. She's always there to help them. and this person shows good judgment in working on anything that she does. So this year's winner of the Hillel Award is Juliet Hess. And we hope she wins the Nobel Prize one day. We're almost done.
Many people have worked very hard to make this day possible. I would like to especially acknowledge Rabbi Lyon, Senior Rabbi of Congregation Beth Israel, Rabbi Adrian Scott, Rabbi Chase Foster, and Cantor Star Trumpeter, whose insight, leadership, and spirituality have brought a special love of music and an appreciation of our prayers to our students. I would also like to recognize the graduation parent chairs, Kelly Hess and Donna Katz, as well as many other parents for their help in organizing the lovely brunch. Thanks to Donna Katz for her amazing video you're about to enjoy, as well as organizing parties for our graduates. Thanks to all fifth grade parents who have helped to make graduation a special event for all of our graduates.
And of course, the service would not have been possible without the teaching and support of all the teachers who work with the students in fifth grade all year long, including their academic teachers as well as their Hebrew teachers, and as well as David Cohen, who is new to our staff this year. So a special thanks then to Roy Phillips, Liza Dansky, who had to leave us in the middle of the year, Stephanie Burdine, and Panina Medetsky, all incredible, talented teachers, and I know you share my appreciation for all that they do. So thank all of you. So in Hebrew, we have Dorit Crane, Naomi Shlenker, and Debbie Wizzy. And we also have Shifra, who comes and teaches trope to them every year, and we're grateful for her addition to our team on a weekly basis, so thank you for that. They have taught the graduates Hebrew for the past 7 years or more, and I'm pretty sure the fifth graders and their parents are grateful that we have somebody who can do that. Also, I want to thank Karen Miller, our counselor. She has helped so many of us, all of us, including me, and all of our parents and students, and we're so lucky to have her expertise and support. So thank you, Karen. And James Simmons, we want to thank you for stepping up in so many ways to support the elementary program and the whole program, actually. Mr. Simmons' energy, thoroughness, and passion for students and education are excellent qualities, and we applaud his work ethic. And finally, I want to thank Casey. Casey Suter, our elementary division head, has a passion for children, a dedication to Shlenker, a vision and knowledge of curriculum, instruction, and an amazing support for all of us at Shlenker. You have made a huge impact on everyone's education. Thank you.
Okay, so following the benediction, the graduates will recess, and you're welcome to join your family for brunch in the Wolf-Tuman Hall. Students will return to the sanctuary for pictures. If you would like to come back with them to take pictures, feel free to do so, but please wait for Alan Ross to give you the okay to take the picture. Following brunch, we ask that the students remain in Wolf-Tuman Hall until we dismiss them to their classrooms. We wish you all the very best wishes for a safe and restful summer.
It's a special time that we've reached this morning, and we'd like to share with you and extend to the 5th grade graduates a Shechianu, a prayer of gratitude to God for keeping us in life, for sustaining us, for enabling us to reach this moment, as well as Birkat Kohanim, a very special blessing that comes from the Torah portion they chanted today and should go with them now and for years to come. Let's all rise so that we can share in this special blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
May God bless each of you and protect you. May God bestow favor upon you and be good to you.
May God grant to each of you what your parents and grandparents and all who have come to know and love you wish for you. May it be long life, a good education, a good heart, and most importantly, a lifetime of shalom, of peace. Amen.
Sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Tov